Hello and welcome back to Norfolk Airguns. Today we're looking into the world of airgun scopes and what to look for when choosing your scope. If you're like me, you probably love plinking, target shooting, or maybe even some small game hunting with your airguns. But a great airgun deserves a great scope. And let's be honest, choosing the right airgun scope can feel like you're trying to decipher some ancient hieroglyphics. Magnification, objective lens, parallax. It's enough to make your head spin. But don't worry, we're gonna have a breakdown of all and turn it into plain English. By the end of the video, you'll be armed, pun intended, with the knowledge on picking the perfect scope and to start hitting those bullseyes like a pro. Let's head into the intro and we'll have ourselves a look-see. First up, magnification. Probably the first thing people think about. Simply put, magnification. This tells you how big the image is going to appear through your scope compared to the naked eye. So like what we've got here, this 3x9 scope, for example, means you can adjust the magnification from ×3 to ×9 its original size. Now, more isn't always better. Think about what you'll be using the airgun for. Are you most likely shooting in the backyard at close range? A lower magnification like a 2x7 or even a fixed 4x would be more perfect for that. If you're shooting longer distances or you need to identify smaller targets, then a higher zoom, like a 3x9 or even higher, so this is a 3x12, would be a better choice. Consider your typical shooting distance and the target size you're going to be shooting at. Next, let's talk about the objective lens. That's the lens at the front of the scope. The diameter is measured in millimeters and it affects how much light enters a scope. The larger the objective lens, like this 40 or 50mm, gathers more light, which is especially helpful in low light conditions like early mornings or late evenings. However, larger objective lenses also mean a bigger and heavier scope, potentially higher scope mounts and a higher point of looking through, so it's a trade-off. If you're primarily shooting during the day, a smaller objective lens, like a 32mm, so like this sort of size, or a 40, might be more sufficient. But if you're hunting at dusk and dawn, larger lens is definitely the advantage you want. Now let's talk about reticles, the crosshair looking things inside your scope. There are tons of different reticle designs out there, from a simple crosshair to the more complex mil dot and ballistic reticles. For a beginner, I'd say a simple duplex reticle, so just your standard cross that gets thicker towards the edges, is often the easiest to use. Mil dot and ballistic reticles are great for your more experienced shooters who want to compensate for the pellet drop and windage at different distances. The best reticle for you depends on your skill level, really, and what you're going to be using the scope for. If you're new to shooting, stick to a nice simple design and crack on from there. Eye relief. That's the distance between your eye and the scope's eyepiece, where you can see a full clear image. Getting this right is critical for both comfort and safety, especially with the more powerful airguns. Insufficient eye relief can result in something called scope bite, which is exactly how it sounds. It's a scope that will come back and hit you in the face when the airgun recoils. I can tell you it hurts a lot. So you want to make sure that eye relief matches the distance from your eye to the scope when you're in a natural shooting position. Many scopes have adjustable eye reliefs, which is a huge plus as well. We got any? Yep, that one. I'll put pictures up like that so you can adjust it nice and easy. Parallax. And that's an optical illusion that can make your reticle appear to move on target when you move your head. This becomes more noticeable at longer distances. Scopes with a parallax adjustment allow you to correct this, ensuring your reticle is actually on target and you can see nice and clearly. For airgunners, especially those who are shooting or hunting, parallax adjustment is a must-have, I think. Look at scopes with an adjustable AO, so this bit at the end, or a side parallax, which is on this one. Again, I post pictures. Set to the correct distance of your target, and you'll see your accuracy improve quite a bit because you'll be able to see the target much more clearly. Finally, let's talk about durability. Your scope is going to take some bumps and knocks while you're out, so you want one that is built to last. There's also shockproof, waterproof and fogproof. Nitrogen purge and O-ring sealed scopes will prevent the internals from fogging, which can be a real pain if that happens. Reading reviews and checking the manufacturer's specifications are a great way to assess a scope's durability. So there you have it, a crash course on choosing the perfect airgun scope. Remember to consider magnification, objective lens, reticle design, eye relief, parallax adjustment and durability. Don't rush a decision. Do your research, read some reviews, and maybe even ask some other airgunners at your club for their recommendations. And most importantly, have fun doing this. And I want to hear from you on what your favourite airgun scope is. Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel for more airgun tips, tricks and reviews. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Also, don't forget to check out the channel sponsors at Norwich Gun Centre. There's a link in the bio below. And how about consider becoming a channel member from just 99p? Again, there are links in the description below. So we'll leave that there. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Shoot straight, shoot safe. I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. With every shot I find my flow in the silence after there's